Good news. More Pennsylvanians can qualify for SNAP, also called food stamps. Starting October 2022, Pennsylvania has increased the income limit to qualify for SNAP. If you were previously denied because your income was too high, you might qualify now. If your monthly income before taxes is below the limits on the screen, you might qualify for SNAP. The maximum SNAP benefit amount per household was also updated in October. Check the chart on the screen to see the maximum monthly amount for your household size. The SNAP benefit amount that your household gets is based on your income and your household expenses that the SNAP program counts. While people with higher incomes will now be considered for SNAP, some of these households might not have high enough expenses to qualify for any SNAP. Households of 1 or 2 members that meet income and other rules will qualify for at least the minimum benefit of $23 per month, no matter what their expenses are. But it is possible that some households of 3 or more people who apply may not be eligible. It's important to report all of the expenses that you can when you apply for SNAP. The expenses you report on a SNAP application are called deductions. The following deductions are considered: rent or mortgage and other housing costs. People who spend a high proportion of their income on housing can get more SNAP. Child or adult care costs. The costs of child care or adult daycare so that a household member can work, look for work, or attend job training. ELRC copays count. Child support that a court has ordered you to pay. Utilities. You need to report if you pay utilities. Everyone who pays for heating or air conditioning gets the same deduction. Elderly and disabled individuals can also report medical expenses over $35 per month and are allowed to deduct more of their housing costs on their SNAP application. During the federal public health emergency, which will likely last through February 2023, every household that qualifies for SNAP will get the maximum benefit for their household size. For example, even if your normal SNAP for your family of 2 is $23 per month, you will get the full maximum $516 per month. Your normal SNAP payment will come in the first half of the month, and the extra SNAP will come in the second half of the month. This is an important reason to apply soon. For example, a family of 4 with 2 working adults and 2 children applies for SNAP. No member of the household is over 60 or has a disability. Before taxes, the family makes $4,600 per month. This family is below the SNAP income guidelines for their household size of $4,626. The family applies for SNAP and reports all of the expenses that the program asks about on the application. They pay childcare, $300 for an after-school childcare program for the kids, utilities, heating and cooling, rent, $1,800 per month. After all of their expenses are deducted from their income, the family is eligible for $170 a month in SNAP benefits. Because of the extra SNAP that people get during the federal public health emergency, this family would get their regular SNAP payment of $170 in the first half of the month. In the second half of the month, they would get $769 of extra SNAP, bumping them up to the maximum benefit for their household size of $939. A family of 4 with 2 working adults and 2 children applies for SNAP. No member of the household is over 60 or has a disability. This family also makes $4,600 a month, but has different expenses. They pay utilities, heating and cooling, rent, $1,400. Because this family pays a lower rent and has no childcare expenses, after their expenses are deducted from their income is still too high to qualify for SNAP. Because this family does not qualify for SNAP, they would not get extra SNAP benefits. Finally, a family of 4 with 1 grandparent, 1 working adult, and 2 children applies for SNAP. one member of the household is over 60. This family also makes $4,600 a month. They pay court-ordered child support, $400. Childcare, $300 for an after-school childcare program. Utilities, heating and cooling. Rent, $1,800. Because this family includes an individual over 60 years old, that person can also include their medical expenses over $35. They provide receipts for their medical expenses, so they also get to report that they pay medical expenses, $150. Because this family has higher expenses and includes an individual over 60 years old, this family qualifies for $481 in SNAP. Because of the extra SNAP that people get during the federal public health emergency, this family would get their regular payment of $481 in the first half of the month. In the second half of the month, they would get $458 of extra SNAP, bumping them up to the maximum benefit for their household size of $939. If you think you might be eligible for SNAP under the new income guidelines, it can't hurt to apply. A nonprofit that specializes in SNAP can help you. They can connect you with a knowledgeable SNAP counselor who can explain what expenses you can report and ensure that every allowable expense makes it onto your application. Philadelphia, Bucks, and Chester counties can call the Coalition Against Hunger's SNAP hotline at 215-430-0556. Pittsburgh residents can call Just Harvest at 412-431-8960. Choose option 3 and leave a message. If you don't live in either of those counties, call the Benefits Data Trust statewide SNAP hotline at 1-800-528-9594. You can also apply online by going to www.compass.state.pa.us, or you can apply in person by going to your local county assistance office. If your application is denied and you live in Philadelphia, Community Legal Services may be able to help. Call 215-227-2400 for current intake hours.